to the Ukrainians is a huge force multiplier. If the Russian military begins to fall apart, I think you're then going to be in a very dangerous situation. If the Russian military does well against the Ukrainians, the Americans will go to great lengths, as will the Europeans, West Europeans and East Europeans, to help the Ukrainians rescue the situation. You want to remember that we're in a situation here where the Russians feel that they can't lose. And the Americans and their European allies feel that they can't lose. It would be a humiliating defeat for the United States, and especially for President Biden, if we were to lose this war and was to win a great victory. So we will go to great lengths to keep Ukraine fighting. As I've often said, we're going to fight to the last Ukrainian. And the Russians are going to fight like crazy to make sure that they don't lose. So the question you have to ask yourself is, where does this all end? And in fact, there are a number of reasonable people in the United States and in Western Europe who are arguing that this war is likely to go on for years. It may go on at a lower level than it's now going on, but this war could go on for many years. And if you ask me, this is a prescription for disaster, because the potential for an accident or some sort of incident that brings the West into the fight, or creates a situation where nuclear weapons are used, is always there. And a war that's long facilitates big trouble. Well, number of points. First of all, you compared this conflict in Ukraine with what happened in Georgia in August 2008. And you pointed out quite correctly that was a quick war. And of course, when the Russians took Crimea in March of 2014, that happened very quickly. There was hardly any fighting. This is a fundamentally different situation because